Hi, I'm going to do a couple of yoga videos the next couple of days, and I just wanted to show you some postures that we're going to use quite a few times and show you them in detail so that you know what you're aiming at. The most common pose that we're going to use is a downward facing dog. We've done that already with Jean. And a good way to set that up is to have your hands immediately underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, and your index finger is pointing straight ahead and your other fingers are spread out to give yourself as wide a surface area as possible, pushing actively down into the mat. Tuck your toes under, and then you're just going to lift your hips, and really we want to keep a straight back. So if you need to keep your knees bent in order to keep your back straight, then that's absolutely fine. It's quite a nice feeling to bend one knee and then the other, especially at the beginning of the session, just to warm up your hamstrings. You want to have your heels are moving towards the floor. Eventually they might reach the floor, but not to worry if they don't. If they do, activate your toes and have them lifting up to make sure that everything's awake. Push your shoulders away from your ears, so don't sink down, you want to push away. To get really detailed, have a feeling that your armpits are turning inwards towards your body, and conversely your forearms are turning the other way, so actually they're rolling out the way. So there's a lot of different directions going on. So while your heels are going down towards the ground, here your buttocks and your here are shooting up towards the ceiling. So try and relax your neck in this posture, and that's what you're aiming for. So that's downward facing dog. Come back down onto all fours. Upward facing dog, I'll give you some variations. So you can let's just lie down on your stomach. You can have your hands either side of your body, just below your elbows. So I don't mean that, just below your shoulders, and push up as far as you can go, but supporting yourself all the time with your hands. And that's cobra. And come down again. You can also put your hands slightly further forward and just come up onto your forearms. That's gentle too. And roll down again. The ultimate goal is to have your hands beneath your shoulders, and you're going to push up so that your arms are straight, your index fingers pointing forward. Your legs eventually should come off the ground, so you're on the tops of your feet. Your knees are off the ground, your shoulders are back and down, and your chest is lifted. And that is upward facing dog. So you can put your knees down here, that's another modification. Or you can come down to cobra. Those are the options. And I think they're probably the most important ones to know when we do the sun salutations. We pass through those postures quite often. I know the other one that I was going to show you is crocodile. So quite often when we make our way from standing in a sun salutation, we come down, we go from downward facing dog, and we come forward into plank, which we do a lot with Jean, and then we lower ourselves to the floor before we do upward facing dog. There are lots of ways to do this. You can drop your knees and then lower yourself to the ground that way. You can, somewhere in between, lower yourself, keep your elbows in, close to your body, and you stop when your body is parallel to the floor. Active feet, and then you're going to push forward to upward facing dog. If you can do that without your body reaching the floor, that's the ultimate goal. But other options are to drop your knees, come to the floor, controlled and keeping your elbows in, and keep your stomach engaged. So I think that's probably enough of an intro. So I'll put up a video tomorrow which is mainly sun salutations, but that's just to get your heart rate up but it's nice if you can get some detail. Thanks.